Further discussion, debate on the bill. Actually, there's one more amendment. Representative Riddell, let's take up Representative Johnson's amendment first. Gentleman's recognized. Senate Fourth Amendment. Clerk will read.
Representative Johnson moves to amend the bill.
Gentleman has the floor to debate the amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Folks, this is a combination agency bill, DIT, that Representative Johnson has submitted. The top two portions came out of our reg reform meeting yesterday with a correction requested, and the other item there has to do with the HIE network. I don't know of any opposition to these amendment proposals, and I'd ask your support.
Further discussion, debate on the amendment. Not the question for the House. Adoption of Amendment A3. Those in favor will say aye. Aye. Those opposed, no. Ayes have it. The amendment's adopted. Now back on the bill. The gentleman from Alamance recognized to debate the bill second time.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Here we go. So there's 24 sections. I'm not going to go through all 24 with you. I will tell you that Section 1 that deals with feral cats started out as a pretty little kitten issue, and now itself is a feral cat and needs to be reworked, and the stakeholders are working at that right now. Section 16, the DOL study, that language is being worked over too by the stakeholders. Section 18, dealing with medical records, we're finding out that not everybody wants to keep medical records for 10 years, and everybody from veterinarians to dentists are asking for something smaller, so we're going to go back to the drawing board on that one. Section 19, health information exchange. We've got some issues that have been brought up about that we believe can be worked out. And the last one is the homeschool co-ops. We want to make sure we don't impede on other existing definitions about child care. So that is being scheduled to be worked on as well. So I would ask that if you have any questions about the other components, I'd be happy to try to answer them. And if not, would look forward to a green vote and get this bill moved on over to the Senate. This is second reading, so there is still third reading to do when we come back next week.
What purpose delay from Guilford? Representative Harrison Rice.
To briefly debate the bill.
The lady has the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Ladies and gentlemen of the House, I feel like a broken record standing up every year talking about the reg reform bills, but once again, we've got multiple sections in this bill, including the one that Representative Belk just tried to amend, that roll back water quality protections of our state. I use this phrase a lot, but it's like death of 1,000 cuts. They may seem incremental and small, but they accumulate and become a problem for protecting the water quality in our state. So I would encourage you to vote no. Thank you.
For what purpose, gentleman from Wake? Representative Jones, rise.
Just to speak to the bill.
Gentleman has the floor.
Since I came here, which is now going on 3 years, always puzzles me why bills get passed and even the people offering the bills say we need to change A, B, C, D, E, and F, but we want it passed anyway. Why can't they change the stuff and then pass it in the condition that they know is better? And that's just strange to me. And I don't have a strong feeling about this bill one way or the other, but I'm gonna probably vote against it because I just don't like doing business that way. It's against my gut. And maybe the judge in me and the lawyer in me knows that when we're making law up here, and so suppose those things never get changed, and so that's a strange way to do business at all. There's something that happens here that I'm still trying to get my head around. So just wanted to say that. Thank you.
Question for the House. Passage of House Bill 600 on second reading. Those in favor will vote aye. Those opposed will vote no. Clerk will open the vote. Clerk will lock machine, record the vote. 72 have voted in the affirmative, 41 in the negative. House Bill 600 passed the second reading, remains on the calendar. Members, just for purpose of that, we're determining if the bill is a roll call vote, roll call bill, so we'll have to make that determination. But it's with the appropriation, it's not going to be subject to crossover anyway. Members, we'll go back. We can take up the third reading on House Bill 600. It's been determined by the clerk and staff not to be roll call, so House Bill 600 is back before us. And without objection, be read a third time.
The General Assembly of North Carolina enacts.
Further discussion, debate? If not, the question for the House. Passage of House Bill 600 on third reading. Those in favor will say aye. Aye. Those opposed, no. Ayes appear to have it. Ayes do have it. House Bill 600 having passed third reading will be engrossed and sent to the Senate.